Why any kid would want to be an orphan is beyond me.
On this episode of Remakes, what were they thinking? We tackle the musical drama comedy of Annie. What's our plot, Anne?
Well, the film tells the story of New York City orphan Annie, who is taken in by billionaire Oliver Warbucks.
But only for a limited time. This offer has an expiration date of 1 week.
Or Christmas time, depending on the version you watch. Did you know that Annie is actually based on a comic strip called Little Orphan Annie, which was written in 1925 by Harold Gray? And he based his comic strip on a poem called Little Orphan Annie, written by James Whitcomb Riley in 1885.
Who knew? So for this episode, we were originally going to watch just two films. Just two films. We were going to watch the 1982 original Annie and follow it up with the updated remake from 2014, also called Annie. However, after watching the 1982 garbage film, we had to find a more accurate adaptation of Annie.
To which Kerri Lynn said, "Do not despair. There's something better out there."
I don't talk like that. I use more colorful words. So, I jumped on Disney Plus and found a wonderful World of Disney 1999 version of Annie. It was only an hour and a half, so I said, "Hey, Anne, it's a half hour shorter. Why don't we give it a try?"
Hey, 90 minutes sure beats 120.
So, since the plot is severely basic and the music is annoyingly horrid,
Oh, it's kind of cute.
we will be focusing on the three main characters.
Annie, Oliver Warbucks, and Miss Hannigan.
So let's start by talking about the main character, our title role, Annie, starting with the garbage original.
1982 was played by Aileen Quinn.
Don't care.
Not impressed. She was overacting. She was annoying more than she was cute. And when she sang, it was a lot of yelling. So she didn't get good training on projection of her voice.
Who cares?
She didn't have a huge range in her character as far as acting is concerned. So a lot of the interactions with the other actresses was kind of lost. It wasn't really that believable. She wasn't a very unhappy orphan. What do you think?
I'm good.
Okay.
Moving on to the 1999 TV movie by the wonderful world of Disney.
Alicia Morton. Now, this wasn't her first picture, which was evident because I thought she was believable as a young orphan. Beautiful singing voice, great dynamics. You could tell she had some training, and her interaction with the other characters, I think, was pretty believable. What do you think?
I thought she was very sweet. I appreciated this movie over the garbage original. Look, I hate kid actors, but like this one, this one was like touching. You know, my heart fluttered.
Sweet.
Okay,
It was sweet, and they cut out all the extemporaneous. So good job.
all right, Disney, you did a good job on this one.
Yeah, we'll give you a pass.
Moving on to the updated remake from 2014, we have Quvenzhané Wallis.
She's already an Oscar winner, and let me tell you, there's nothing this young lady can't do. She's great at acting, dancing, and singing.
She's written
Wow.
books already. Girl puts me to shame.
She's gonna take on the world.
She is so talented and honestly just full of heart, full of life.
Captivating.
It was such an amazing performance.
She was great.
Fantastic. And she can sing. Girl can sing.
Next, we're going to talk about Miss Hannigan. She was in charge of the little girls in the orphanage. She was an angry woman that clearly hated her job.
Starting with the 1982 garbage picture, we have Carol Burnett, who saved the movie for me. Otherwise, I would have turned it off.
She was great in the role. You actually hated to love her or love to hate her. She was everything you'd expect from her as an actress and more.
I was only a little bit concerned over the fact that she looked deathly skinny. But in this version, Miss Hannigan is an alcoholic, and she makes gin out of her bathtub and toilet. That is disgusting. Moving on. For the 1999 Wonderful World of Disney production of Annie, we have Kathy Bates.
Apologies to Kathy. I'm running out of ink in my printer.
No, we only have a budget of $5. Anyway, I was severely disappointed with Kathy.
I've seen her in other roles, and she delivered more. Did Disney tell you to tone it down?
I mean, you know that one movie where you like take that guy hostage and then like do that thing to his leg? Like I forget that movie is like Unfaithful or no, that's not Unfaithful. Never mind. But like seriously, like it was like Disney was like, no, this is G. You need to pull it back. Like
I would have once in a while you'd have an angry face, but
and her singing was basic.
Little girls
and it was
fell
just, like,
short.
She
Not a
didn't
good
even.
song.
She didn't even like.
Those little kids weren't afraid of her
Did
either.
she have like? She didn't have an addiction. She wasn't like popping pills or drinking alcohol. I mean, she had one drink. One drink. I don't know.
I
Anyway.
didn't get her.
So then in the 2014 reimagined, updated remake, we have Cameron Diaz. Now, okay, I'm not going to lie. I was skeptical about this, but I actually freaking loved her.
Oh, I didn't know what to expect with her because
Nope.
I'd seen her in comedies and I wasn't impressed. I'm thinking, Cameron Diaz, why? But she was fabulous.
I have to remind myself time and time again, her first role was Tina, the jazz lounge singer in The Mask. So she had to sing in that movie. So I was like, oh, that's right, she can sing. And then she also sings in Shrek because she's Princess Fiona. So I'm like, oh, okay, I put two and two together. This was her last role.
So I'm wondering if this kind of character was on her bucket list. She wanted to play a character with some depth.
Go out with a bang? I don't know.
And this version, she was a foster parent.
Yeah, all I know is she's retired now, and I'm just like, girl, I enjoyed this.
This was good.
Come
You should
on.
see- Yes.
Like, huh? Oh, well.
Our final main character is, of course, Oliver Warbucks or Daddy Warbucks.
Starting with the 1982 garbage film.
You're going to keep saying that, aren't you?
Always and forever. We have Albert Finney.
Who is an award-winning classic actor.
You may recall we spoke of his phenomenal performance in Scrooge. Not your best, Albert Finney. You didn't win any awards, and we know why.
Nah,
I'm done.
I'm good.
Moving on to the 1999 Wonderful World of Disney adaptation of Annie, we have Victor Garber.
He did a good job. I mean, he served the purpose. He stood there. He was on the phone.
He played a one percenter, you know.
He wrote out checks.
Liked money. He was a, why don't I have a girl orphan or you know, boy orphan, whatever. I mean, okay, the entire time I'm thinking, dude, you sank your ship.
Titanic. But you know what? They had a good rapport. So they did some good acting, I think.
He's a decent actor. I don't know. Like everything he
He
does,
did okay
you're just
with
like,
singing. I didn't like his vibrato.
okay,
but-
well, I mean, you can't hold. Sometimes you're just born that way.
Yeah.
His dancing was basic. I don't know. Moving on.
Moving on.
So in the 2014 reimagined remake, whatever you want to updated version, we have Mr. Jamie Foxx.
Apologies to Jamie. I'm running out of ink in my printer.
So I mean, I loved him. He wasn't Warbucks in this version. He was Stacks. And he wasn't like, he was a one percenter, but more or less like a Jeff Bezos type of guy because he owned a cell phone company.
And he was running for mayor. So I think he did a good job portraying a man reaching for more power, but he was able to show some tenderness. So, I mean, Jamie Foxx is a great actor.
He's a great actor. He's a great singer. I mean, he does look constipated when he sings, but we can't hold that against him either.
No, because the role is basic. I mean, he really can't show
I think-
everything that he has to offer in this role.
Absolutely. I think he was the strongest out of the three of them.
Yes.
I guess we're going to talk about the music to Annie.
I would love to. We chose 5 songs that we think are iconic. And we'll start with Maybe. Maybe far away and maybe real nearby.
Starting with the 1982 garbage production.
You're not gonna stop. She sang it from a windowsill. Okay, cute staging, but she still had that annoying, squeaky little voice. So I'm good.
Good. It's garbage. The 1999 Wonderful World of Disney version.
I liked her version of the song. She has a beautiful voice, great dynamics for someone so young, and I loved her real tenderness when she sang it to one of the other girls in the orphanage. So that one's good.
Yeah, it was. And the 2014 reimagined remake.
It was fun. There was some rhythm incorporated.
So I want to point out the fact that for this movie, Sia rearranged and reorchestrated and even wrote some original pieces for this movie. So right off the bat, I'm sold because I freaking love Sia. And for this version, the girls did a little, like a hand jive type of like I don't know. It was adorable and they were adorable and it was very sweet. Well done. So the next song that we chose is Hard Knock Life, or the iconic ensemble number. It's a hard knock life for us. So starting with the garbage production of 1982, we have like over 40 girls in this number.
And maybe 15 beds.
Like, you know, they're sleeping everywhere. Social services should be investigating this place. I don't know. I just was like, I was bored right from the get-go. I'm done. So Disney redeemed themselves because in the 1999 Wonderful World of Disney version, we had a dozen girls. And during this particular number, they were actually making their bed and doing somersaults and gymnastics and everything. And it was really cool. And the girls were very diverse and they sang well. I mean, okay, I hate Disney, but this production worked for me.
It worked.
Okay?
I loved it.
And then, oh my goodness, 2014, well done. So 6 foster girls, and they have this like stomp version of Hard Knock Life, and it's very rhythmic. And again, I typically hate anytime someone tries to do stomp in any musical, like for instance in Hello Dolly, the 1890s bullshit. No. But this was cool because they were tossing buckets of water and they were throwing out the recyclables. I don't know. It worked. It was so much fun. So that brings us to the iconic song, Tomorrow.
The sun'll come out tomorrow.
Where was it?
So apparently the producer thought it was a corny song, and he shortened it up and threw it almost to the end of the picture.
See, this is why it's a garbage film.
So I don't remember it.
In the Wonderful World of Disney 1999 version.
Oh, she did a beautiful job singing the song. She sang it in the appropriate spot to Sandy, and it was pretty.
It was perfect. Yeah, okay. And then in the 2014 version, the song is actually woven throughout the entire movie. It's featured in the overture. It's featured at the iconic part where she meets the dog. She sings it a few times, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the very end of the film, the ensemble sings it with the Temple University Marching Band. Represent!
It was so cool.
It was awesome. It was
beautiful.
amazing.
The next song is sung by Miss Hannigan, and it's called Little Girls.
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them.
So in the first picture,
You mean the garbage
1982, the garbage picture. Too long.
Like, I feel like it was like 5 verses and like, yeah.
Next one. Nah. Underwhelmed.
Like, seriously, Kathy Bates, like, what the hell? Like, ugh. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that both of us really loved Cameron Diaz in this role.
It was great.
So the best thing about this was she just finished yelling at the foster girls, and she flips the channel on the television, and the piano part to the song begins. And then you hear them in the other room laughing, but they're going, ha, 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 ha. And it's really cool. And then I feel like it was filmed like a music video.
And to heighten how she felt about the girls, you kind of had the sense that maybe she was on something, because she saw
Don't touch the medicine cabinet.
She saw the girls like as part of the furniture, under the table. It was brilliant.
Finally, we come to Easy Street, which has always been a personal favorite. of mine, because you got the whole easy street and the burlesque drum, and it's just like, ah, yes, ha. Anyway. So thankfully, in the garbage 1982 production, we have a Tim Curry and Bernadette Peters perform this iconic trio with Carol Burnett. And this was an awesome performance. If we could just take that one clip from this garbage film and I could just watch it over and over again, I'd be the happiest person ever. So, yes. Then moving on to the 1999 version, we have the delicious Alan Cumming and the annoying Kristen Chenoweth. But I actually was okay with her in this particular film because you don't really see her. And then you finish it off with Kathy Bates, who phoned it in clearly. And it was good. It was great. I mean, like, good. Alan Cummings, like, he's just sexy when he sings. I don't know. He just exudes.
I did not know that he was such a good musical performer.
He's on Broadway. He did a reimagining of Cabaret.
Oh wow.
He did the Three Penny Opera with Cyndi Lauper.
Wow.
Like, he likes doing obscure stuff.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
Love him. He saved the movie for me yet again.
Yes.
And then finally, this one I was a little bit underwhelmed with because in the 2014 version, it becomes a duet. So we have Cameron Diaz and Bobby Cannavale, he's not related to anyone. He works for Starks.
Yes, he's the assistant for Stax.
Stax.
Yes,
Whoops.
Yes. So those two were working together, which was kind of odd. But anyway.
I mean, I love this song. Mm-hmm. And they went to a cantina bar and they were drinking a ton of alcohol and did a nice tango number. But I don't know, like, Bobby, like, I don't get the appeal of you. You're great as a dramatic performer, but I don't know, like, this just wasn't your best.
I kind of got, was disinterested.
A little disinteresting.
I was disinterested.
Absolutely. I think we better wrap this up.
Good idea. Mm-hmm. Hey, we've already talked about the things we liked, a lot of what we didn't like. I think we should just talk about which is our fave.
All right. So, Anne, which movie was your favorite?
I love the 2014 retelling.
As did I.
They brought it into our time, the future.
Modern day.
Right. I mean, using issues like foster home and the system.
Yep.
The music was great. I liked the way they rebuilt the character of Daddy Warbucks, made him Mr. Stax. They gave him room to grow. He was interesting. He had a purpose.
Absolutely. So, for those of you who still need to see a adaptation of the musical, then watch this version. It's on Disney Plus. Okay, it's an hour and a half. It's like shot for shot, frame by frame, this exact story. But I highly encourage you to watch this remake because, believe it or not, we like it more than the original. Mm-hmm. What?
Right?
And also, get the soundtrack. It's on Amazon Music, and I've been, like, working out to it daily. It's fantastic. Amazing.
So what's up next?
I honestly have no idea because apparently we're on episode 20 and I'm doing a bunch of other projects at once.
No. Wow, 20. Mm-hmm. Hey, how about we change up the genre? I've got a great idea.
Finally.
Let's watch
horror.
I got a great comedy. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Deeds Goes to Town.
Okay.
It's a Frank Capra picture.
Okay.
And then we can follow it up with the Adam Sandler remake, Mr. Deeds. That should be fun.
Probably like just one of those films.
Maybe one. Okay.
Maybe just one.
So there you go.
As always, until then,
stay safe.
Stay well. We love you.
We love you. Wear your mask.
Sanitize.
Keep in touch.
Yeah. Most importantly, please keep in touch.
Please.
Absolutely.
We're not really going out, but we love you.
Bye.